Hello everyone, welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. My name is Assistant Professor Reena Mishra. Today my topic for the discussion is exam services. This is in continuation of the earlier sessions I have conducted on exam services. So today we will cover up the further exempted services in part 3. Today we will discuss on the different services which is related to intellectual property rights. The different services, as we all know, intellectual property rights, which is intangible, and these rights are actually the product of mind, innovative services or some innovation which is done by the people or intellectual level are considered as the intellectual property rights. For example, copyrights, know-how, patent, trademark, logo, etc. So, we will consider the intellectual property rights services from the GST perspective. So, today we will see whether intellectual property rights services are taxable or not. So, here the examples which is related to IPR services are mentioned, and at the same time whether it is taxable or not, that also we will see. So the very first item is royalty from authorship of book. The royalty which is received by the author or the nominee of that person is completely taxable. Royalty which is the income from the IPR, that is copyright, is taxable. Royalty for providing use of technical know-how. In case a person has invented some know-how or some unique idea or concept, then that know-how for which he is receiving or she is receiving the royalty, that is also taxable. Or that royalty may be received by some other person on behalf of that is also taxable under GST provision. Royalty received from permanent transfer of trademark. If there is a permanent transfer of trademark to the other party, under that condition also the royalty received by such person for this act is taxable under GST. Royalty received from various persons from use of song. Various different songs which is sung by the singers, or because singing is also considered as the music which is recorded by the particular singers are considered as the intellectual property rights, and in this case the royalty received on such songs is considered as taxable under GST. So here we can conclude that various income which is derived from the IPR is taxable under GST. Let's consider the next type of services, that is information technology services. Now we can see now that information technology services are booming in every industry. Every industry is incomplete without the adoption and inclusion of the information technology services, and therefore it has become very important for the government to consider on the taxability or non-taxability of such services. As of now, the intellectual services are completely unaided. The IT services are not receiving any kind of aid, and therefore we can see that government has done or made all the intellectual information technology related services taxable. So here we will consider few illustrations which is related to the information technology services, that is development of design of software. If we talk about information technology, this is one of the dynamic industry whereby every now and then new innovations, new changes always introduced in the market, and it becomes very important also to upgrade and update itself to compete with the cutthroat competition. So suppose if there is a development or introduction of any design in the software or the technology, such services are taxable. The sale of pre-packaged software which is put on electronic storage media. Again, this service is also related to the technology, information technology. Software services which is pre-packed and sold out for the electronic media. Hence, the income so received is taxable under GST. License to use software given to different client. If any license is sold out to the different clients for using the software is also taxable. We can, sometimes we notice that while using or while logging in different websites or different IDs, we come through some permissions or we come through some licenses to use certain software, and at that time if the people, those who seek to use those software, they have to subscribe, they have to pay for that particular software. Hence the amount which is paid so for the subscription is taxable under GST. Enhancement and implementation of software. If there is any amount paid for the enhancement of the capacity of the software as well as the implementation of that software, then such charges are also taxable under GST. The further information technology services are programming of software, that is different programs which are available on the software. The different programs related to the software are also taxable once it is on the trade background. Then tailor-made modification to the software and delivered an electronic storage media. If tailor here refers to the engineers, those who carry out the changes or they modify the software. So such modifications, such changes which is delivered on the electronic storage media. So such kind of services related to the software are taxable. The next is advice and consultancy on matters relating to software, on-site development of software. All these services are also taxable. Even not only the direct software related services or information technology services are taxable, but at the same time advisory or consultancy services related to IT is also taxable. So here we can conclude that all the information technology services, whether it is related to software or hardware it is performing some service on the hardware, and even the advisory as well as the consultancy services related to information technology are taxable. So here we can conclude that all the IPR services, intellectual property rights services, as well as the information technology services are taxable under GST regime. The next service which we will consider are post office services. As we all know, post office services are also one of the essential services, but with the introduction of information technology and various development in the transportation system, the use of post office services are decreased, but still there are certain services which are provided by the post office today also. So we will consider what are the services taxable, what are the services not taxable. Students, here I want to include that there are certain services which are completely taxable under GST regime. There are certain services which are not at all taxable, they are exempted. There are certain services which are partially taxable, partially not taxable. If we talk about agricultural services, it is completely exempted. If we talk about IT services or IPR services, it is completely taxable. But if we talk about the banking services or post office services, there are certain services which is taxable, there are certain services which is not taxable. So banking services we have already discussed in the earlier session. Today we will see what are the different services provided by the post office are taxable and which is not. So basic mail services are not taxable, that is post of inland letter, postcard, then telegram, all these are the basic mail services which are not taxable by GST. Transfer of money through the money order, transfer of money through money order also falls under the basic post office services, and these services are also not taxable. Operation of saving account, like the bank, the post office also provides the different types of accounting services, bank account services. So here the saving account facility provided by the post office deposit are not taxable. Then rural postal life insurance services, this is a kind of agency services provided by the post office. They are providing the life insurance services which is mainly intended to the rural areas, which is taxable. Then distribution of mutual fund bond, if the mutual fund bonds are distributed by the post office and the post office receives commission or kind of remuneration for that service, so this amount is taxable to the post office. Issuance of postal order or different kind of post documents, for example inland letter, postcard, then postal tickets which is sold by the post office for the generation of revenue are not at all taxable. Then collection of telephone bill, if the post office is collecting the telephone bill on behalf of its account holder, then they are receiving the commission for that particular service, and this commission is attracting the GST. Pension payment services, if the post office providing the pension payment services, then they are receiving or they are collecting the commission for this purpose also, and this amount is taxable to them. Speed post services are also taxable. Here we can notice one thing, that the normal post is not taxable, basic mail services are not taxable, but speed post services provided by the post offices are taxable. Then express parcel post service is also taxable, because here these are the specialized services and the post office is charging more remuneration, more collection for providing these services. Hence these services are made taxable for them. The next services are related to health related. In this sector also, not 100% services are taxable or non-taxable. There are certain services which is related to health industry are taxable, and there are certain services which is not taxable even though they are health related. So let's consider few illustrations. The cosmetic surgery to improve look. That cosmetic surgery which is specifically carried out for beautifying oneself or to improve the look is taxable. Whereas we can consider the fourth example, that if cosmetic surgery is provided to a patient on account of injury suffered during accident, then this is that service, the operation is same, the medical service provided is same, but the purpose differ, and since the cosmetic surgery is provided on account of accident which has caused injury to the person, it is not taxable. Next is receipt of transportation of patient, and that is ambulance services is non-taxable. Cosmetic surgery, this is the repetition of the earlier point, and receipt of diagnostic centers such as X-ray or the services which is provided for the ultrasound or sonography, all these diagnostic center, then blood checkups, etc. are not taxable. Medical treatment of receipt, the basic medical services are also non-taxable. So here also we can consider that health services which is availed for the luxury purpose is taxable. Otherwise the basic health services or the health service which is actually for the betterment of ailment or any kind of disease, that kind of services do not attract the GST. Trading of goods and commission agent, acted as coach for cricket tournament MCA, that is Mumbai Cricket Association, is taxable. Commission from the agent of consumer goods, taxable, because consumer goods is related to the profit purpose, the commercial purpose. Therefore, the commission received for such reason are taxable. Commission for acting as clearing and forwarding agent is taxable, and margin earned for trading in derivatives are non-taxable, because under GST definition the derivatives are not considered as goods. Therefore, margin or profit earned due to trading in derivatives are non-taxable under GST provisions. So that's it for today. Today we have seen the different exempt services, such as the services of intellectual property rights, the services related to information technology, services related to post office, services related to health, and finally the trading of goods services. I hope this session will be useful for you to understand the concept of exempt services, and further we will come in the next session with the further explanation of the exempt services. Till then, thank you.